Right, good. Hello, my diggers. How are you? My treasure hunters. So, got up early this morning to get over to that school, see if anybody's working, and there's all kinds of people there working. I did get out and talk to one of the guys. Unfortunately, he wasn't in charge, but he's another metal detectorist, and because of his profession and digging dirt and stuff like that, he's found stuff that provoked him to go buy a metal detector. So he knows the excitement, and he couldn't tell me yes or no if I can detect that dirt. They were putting up forms at the time around the edge, and he said to come back at around 2 o'clock and see if the boss was there. Talk to him, and then maybe they'll let me on in the afternoon when things slow down. Um, so it's not a yes, it's not a no, and I mean, at least I have one guy there that knows the excitement. He showed me some pictures of some stuff that he found at a church that went well into the 1800s. Way cool. So he knows. I'm happy. I'm excited. Um, but right now, I am outside that old house that I like, and it is for sale. Unfortunately, I can't afford it, but I don't even know. I mean, I couldn't buy a house. So, but there is a real estate agent sign up right here with the phone number, and there are notice of public hearings. I don't know what it is, but it looks like they might be tearing down the house. Um, so I'm gonna call the real estate agent and see if I can get permission from him to metal detect the property. Um, because obviously no one's living here. I see a cat sitting on the windowsill. He's chilling in the shade. Cute. So, all right, I'm going to make this call and I'll get back with you and let you know what happens. Crush fingers. All right, well, I called the real estate agent and he's kind of busy. He said he'd call me back. But I decided to get out and look at this notice of public hearing, and it says subject of hearing, consideration of a certificate of appropriateness requesting removal of the property from the list of potential historic resources, in finding that said actions are categorically exempt from the preparation of environmental documents pursuant to California environmental quality, blah, blah, blah. So it sounds like the city wants to take this house off of a list of historic places in the city. So, I'm going to jump online real quick because the address is also on that notice of public hearing. Oh, close up. Boy, I need a haircut. Um, and see if I can't find a date when this place was built. So I'll get back with you on that. But it sounds like they want to take this place off a list and list of historic houses. So who knows? Maybe the real estate agent and stuff will allow me to metal detect it. I can find some pretty historical stuff, take it to the city and say, no, you can't tear that place down. So who knows? You never know. So, all right, I'll let you know what I find online. All right, well, um, yeah, the house was built in 1934, which is cool. I knew it was old construction. I could just tell by the look of it. The fact that there's no garage. It actually has a basement. So, yeah. I knew it was old construction, built in 1934. And, they're asking $1.6 million. It's a 4-bed, 1 bath, no garage. $1.6 million. Be quite honest with you, I think it should be freaking restored and turned into a museum. That's what I think. But that's just my opinion. This is probably one of the only standing houses left. There are 2 more historical houses that have been moved and restored. Those are at a local park in the city, and this is probably number 3. So there's probably only 3 of these houses in this entire city left, and yeah, I wish I had $1.6 million. I'd buy it in a heartbeat, restore it, and turn it into a museum, you know? That's what I would do. Yeah. I'm just looking at this place and I'm just falling more and more in love with it, and I'm sure if I saw the inside I would just frickin' go crazy. So, well, he hasn't called me back yet. Don't know if he will. And we'll see. Yeah, you're probably going to hear some noise in the background. I don't think that real estate agent's going to call me back, unfortunately, but decided to take a trip down to a certain spot of these train tracks where they literally scraped the road back down there. And hey, we're going to give it a shot. We're going to swing that thing and see what we find out here in the roadway. So, alright, get my gloves on, turn the machine on, and we'll get swinging. Alright, well, there is no shortage of signals here. I dug 1 memorial penny already. I dug a train track penny. They stick pennies on the tracks and the train runs them over. Some sort of cable connector. But right here, that's a solid 98. Last time I had a solid 98 like that, it turned out to be a 1943 silver quarter. So the problem with this place is it's like trying to dig concrete. So let me just get you up in the tripod. I'll set you out. Sorry for the traffic noise, but we'll see if we can get it out. There you go. Old piece of glass right here. I think it might be bigger. Digging. Still down there. Oh boy. Need a freaking jackhammer for this. It's fairly big, whatever it is. Trying to see something down there. Definitely not a quarter. That's for sure. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to get that out because I think I know what it is. So, it ain't a quarter, that's for sure. So, and I'm pretty sure there's something dead in those bushes because it stinks like death. So, right down in here, looks like a big old plate of some sort. And then right over here looks like a big chunk of rebar. So, on to the next. Well, got a high 89 tone. Wasn't that part that deep down. And got myself the old Marie Callender's Pi 10. So, I don't know if all of y'all have a Marie Callender's out where you're at. You know that it's a restaurant pie shop. Pie restaurant. And yeah. I will pick that up on the way out. So, I know NorCal Digger will definitely know Marie Callender's. So, there you go. Big old Pi 10. On to the next. Well, I know there's old stuff here. It's just so freaking trashy. You know? It's I mean, just overloading the machine all the time, but I did find this on the surface. Looks like the sole of an old shoe. That's been out here a long time. So, alright, well, I think I'm going to walk down that way I think I'm going to do this little spot right here and then walk down that way. See if we can find any other little spot that might be piled up. So, alright, I'll let you know if I find anything. So far, nothing but a bunch of track trash. Screwed again. Well, that's the way it goes in this game. Always getting screwed, right? Alrighty. I'm still kind of doing this one little section right here. Yeah, I'm going to move down that way. See when I get there. Yeah, it's probably not very old, but it's definitely the smallest one I've ever seen. Tiny little butter spoon or butter knife. So definitely the smallest I've ever seen. That's my hand. That's alright. Well, sitting here in the shade because I'm just. It's hot. It's hot. And got me a good old stinking Lincoln. Looked up and saw that. Said that would suck to trip over or to fall onto. That's scary. But yeah, I'm just kind of exploring on down that way and seeing if I find anything along the way. So I'll keep you all posted. Well, get me a dime. Not silver, but it's 10 more cents in the change bucket. Well, I think I'm gonna just kind of walk on down the rest of the way and see if I see anything interesting. And almost looks like a coyote den right there, or a little animal hideout. So just kind of explore a little bit and head on back to my truck. Just kind of walking down the trail. It goes pretty far, according to some residents right over here. I had a good conversation with really cool people, and I came up on this LA Paver Brick Company. So here's the dilemma. Do I carry it out? Because finding these handmade bricks like this is pretty rare around here. Like, extremely rare. And what do I do? 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 Good Lord, that thing weighs probably 3 pounds. Well, you know what? I think I'm just going to call it a day back here. And I'm going to carry that thing out. And head on back to the truck, I guess, because my bag weighs about frickin' 5 pounds already. So what's another 3 pounds? So, alrighty. See y'all back at the truck. Well, I'm back at the truck. And, you know, I couldn't leave it behind. So, like I said, it's extremely rare to find these handmade bricks, and it being a local paver brick company, I carried it out. So, here is my junk. So, I guess I am now part of the vape club. Yeah. So, there's that. This is a big chunk of frickin' lead. I don't know what it was for, but this thing probably weighs 2 pounds. Got this little aluminum disc. Stay. I don't know what this is. I think it might be part of a toy. Sheet metal, aluminum, another garden hose. What? I always find these freaking things. A little chunk of railroad steel. At least I got one of my nuts back. Oh, that's a brass one too. That's why it rang up so high. That's a brass one. Interesting. Bottle caps, sub can, more metal screw, little stainless butter knife, tiny. Here's the soda can comparison. So, some little bits of iron, some kind of top of an alcohol bottle, another chunk of folded up tin. I don't know, this is the first thing I dug. This looks like some kind of power cable connector, can slaw. Did find this big chunk of milk glass. So, yeah, I got me another chunk of iron ore to add to my collection of stuff. So, yeah, iron ore. That's how they make steel, right there. And I got my 2 Lincoln pennies, dime, and my train track penny. Yeah. Kids playing on the track, smashing pennies as the train goes by. I got a few of those now, so. And, definitely have to say that's my favorite find of the day. So, if y'all know how to get this little chunk off without damaging the brick, let me know. So, yeah, I had to carry it out just because they're so freaking rare to find around here, so had to do it. And then I'll look that up and see when they started business and ended business, or if they're still in business today or whatever. But it's definitely a handmade, hand forged, fired brick. So had to bring it out. Alright, well, I think that'll be the end of this video, and I'll let y'all know what happens at the school in about an hour. And it's pretty obvious the real estate agent is not going to call me back, so that's a shame too, because I'd really love to metal detect that yard. So weird though, because when I looked up the house, it said off the market, but they're asking 1.588 million for it. But then there's that notice of public hearing. I guess they can't sell it until it's taken off of that historical house list, is kind of what I'm getting. So, oh well, we tried. So, alright, I'll let you know what happens when I get back to school. Keep digging them holes and keep swinging that thing. Well, unfortunately, a schoolyard didn't pan out. I talked to the foreman in charge, and he said due to insurance purposes, he couldn't let me on the property. Understandable. So, yeah, that's that. I don't expect that real estate agent to call me back. Once I told him I wasn't interested in buying the property, he listened to me for a couple more seconds. Oh, hold on, let me call you back in 2 seconds. And, yeah. It's been many seconds since he said that, and I don't expect him to call back, so I'm sure that's not going to pan out either. So, it's the way it goes around here, man. Getting permissions in LA. You don't get permissions, you get lucky. That's what you do. So, it's the way it goes. So, I'll continue to try and get creative in finding different places other than parks and beaches, and we'll keep going. So right now I'm going to upload all of this stuff, and then once that's all done, I'm going to look up that LA paver and brick company, and I'll get you some information on that. At least we found something cool today. You know, at least one thing. And to find a handmade brick like that in LA, that's non-existent, pretty much. So happy to have it, and the fact that it's a local brick is even cooler. So, alrighty. There's one more place I did go knock on the door. No one was home. It is not their property. I am interested in, however, it is the property next to them, and see if they know how to get in touch with the owner of that property. So I may ask him for permission to metal detect it. I've lived here in this property 20 years, and I've never seen anything built on this particular plot of land. Um, so who knows if anything was built? Who knows if something was? And who knows what the story is? Looked for a curb address. There wasn't one. Um, and yeah, it's the way it goes. So, yep. Like I say, you don't get permission in LA, you get lucky. So, alrighty. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see you on the next adventure.